Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 135 of Trials and Trebuchets. I'm your dungeon master, Luke. And joining me are my players, as they always do, week after week after week after week, eternally until the end of time. Their names are such.
Hi, my name is Ben, and I am locked in this cabinet, never to see the light of day again. And I am forced to play the level 7 gnome wizard, Wizard Wallaby, along with his cuddly little companion, Mr. Wiggles. Please send help.
Meow.
It's been 3 years.
Hello everyone, it's me Carla, and I'm here through my own volition. And I play the level 7 Tiefling Roguelock Integrity Idleberry. Alina's dreams are made of sweets. Who's her parents to disagree? I've traveled the world and I'm so angry. Everybody's wanting those muffins.
Incredible.
Amazing. Amazing. Eat muffin wrappers.
Hi,
No.
everyone.
Amazing.
Sarah died 2.5 years ago when she went for a walk and drank some creek water. The tapeworm that's since
What?
taken over her body plays Mira Marchand, the level 7 half-elf bard. In an old house in Fairstell where a marriage declined, lived Delmas and
Jesus
Elric
Christ.
and Mom Adeline. When Mira tried to break some bread, the Wraithrin mom was cold instead.
Oh, limerick.
No, it's
She
the
doesn't like
Madeline
bread because it has gluten.
Oh, I'm
thing,
an
but
idiot.
it's Adeline instead of Madeline. Yeah.
Good shit, Sarah. Or Sarah's tapeworm, I guess.
Thank
Sarah's
you.
tapeworm.
The tapeworm is taping.
Hi, my name is Sam and I play the level 6 human sorceress Serenep Cinderman. Masquerade! Ceramic mask all on parade! Masquerade! Pray your parents do not find you.
Are we level 6?
No, we're level
Level
7.
7.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Sam, you
Oh
scared
shit,
the
I'm level 7.
but Jesus out
Okay,
of
give me 1 second.
I was like, did we leave? Did we go back in time?
No.
Yes!
Take 2? I don't know.
No. There is no second takes in this
Damn
show.
it.
We're a highly produced thing.
We
always
do it
right on the
live.
first try. We do it live. We don't spend 30 minutes trying to thank our patrons and then cut it down to a nice 2 minutes that I actually did.
What?
And last time on Trials and Trebuchets, Serenep and Mira donned porcelain masks fashioned in the likeness of animals and mingled with nobles on the observation deck. While there, they caught the gaze of Alla Algrim and her assistant, Delnis's mother, Adeline. After a brief conversation with this cold woman, they were asked, or rather Mira was asked, to go along with Elric's plan to serenade her and attempt to win back her heart. Also, Adeline could embarrass him publicly in front of anyone who might have ever respected him. After this, the duo, Serenep and Mira, ran over to the snack table to grab some last-minute emergency, just like, what the hell is happening snacks, and ran into the one and only Angelika Lindman, a bit cryy and having the worst day of her life. Meanwhile, back in Vendor Village, Integrity and Winsler checked out a couple of the shops, including the one and only Betula's Puckering Potions, where they purchased a couple of potions at a nice discounted rate, as well as good luck charms from this crazed vendor. Carla?
Everything okay?
Carla's been mouthing everything Luke's been saying at about a 2-second delay and miming all the motions, and it's been fucking killing me.
It's been very entertaining to watch.
All right, so after that 15 minutes? Oh my god.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're slow!
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really bad at this.
No.
Tell me about it.
No, you're
We're
not.
enablers.
So, we find ourselves on the observation deck here on this newly built little helical wooden tower. It's near the top of the cave in Wildcliff. All around you are noble folks carousing and having a good time. They're chatting to one another. We're all wearing these very ornate masks. They're laughing at each other's jokes even when the jokes aren't funny. They're telling anecdotes that don't really go anywhere, and just generally be doing those things that old people do when they speak to one another and to keep up niceties and appearances and such things. Other things might be occurring, but you're not privy to such secrets. Mira Marchand and Serenep Cinderman, you are standing, if I recall correctly, around a small snack table, having some post-discussion snacks. Angelika Lindman has just come up to the table. You're all wearing masks. Yours, Mira, is that of an owl, and yours, Serenep, is that of a fox. I don't recall if I said what Angelika's mask was.
I don't think you did.
My notes don't say, so.
Okay. In that case, that's the official record, aka Sarah's notes.
Oh,
and
no.
so we will go with she has a rabbit mask on. How about?
Ooh.
Oh, that's cute.
I like it.
So she has just come up to you. You can very easily see that she is like, her eyes are red underneath the mask as if she is crying or either just finished crying or is just about to begin crying. She has this give me an insight check, both of you, actually,
Yes.
before I reveal any more information.
We can't know too much before we know if
15
we know too
plus-
much.
Is the rabbit mask like happy, so it's
3.
masking her like sad expression?
Oh, it is, yes.
18.
18.
Harsh.
It is harsh, Ben.
That is 19.
Okay.
Hey.
In that case, her slumped shoulders, like she just looks very visibly, like the first blush is that she's just incredibly defeated looking, and mostly just a large shadow of sadness is what is fallen over her. But there are notes such as clenched fists and like a bit of like a bit lip that would indicate that she's also very frustrated, right? So it's not just sad only, misty-eyed. There's also this like a bit of anger or resentment lingering about her. And so she has just said, "I'm having the worst day of my life," to the two of you.
Whoa, what happened?
Well, I went over to my parents and because they sent the letters back after the summer exams about like, you're not part of this family anymore and stuff like that, but I didn't think it was, I don't know, I thought it would be temporary, like get good grades again and something like that, or just like an emotional thing where like it's been weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, half a year since then, and I thought that maybe it would be okay now, and it's not. And she looks at the two of you very like pleadingly, like asking for help in some way, right?
Serenep is gonna like open her arms to be like if you need like an emotional comfort right now, like I'm here for you.
She will absolutely just hug you, a very soft hug, I think, like not like firmly hugging in emotional embrace, just like very defeatedly like resting in your arms and embracing this comfort from you. Mira, are you doing anything?
I'm not saying anything yet, but I am just kind of like looking out for her. This is very much like a world, like there might be certain social nuances of like, I don't know if I can just say like that your parents fucking suck. So I'm still kind of sitting by and watching for now, but you know.
Okay. And what about you, Serenep? You're hugging her, but is that it?
I think like once like she has Angelika like in her arms and everything, she's going to say, I'm trying to think here, like what would be something good to say, because this is a very important thing.
Yes, I would say maybe.
Like maybe they haven't been hearing the updates, because like I've seen you improve so much in your studies. Maybe I could help, like maybe I could go talk to them, like explain like you have like vastly improved on everything. Like I'm so sorry this is happening to you right now, and I want to do anything I can to help. Like, but what do you need right now?
Ooh, you're turning it back on me. She will look at you, Serenep, and she will say, "We can talk to them, maybe. I mean, the exams haven't happened, so there's not really concrete proof that I've improved, and the duels are happening and everything, so maybe that it would be better to talk to them after that to say that I'm actually better, like something tangible. But if you think you can change their minds, they're really stuck in their ways,
Yeah.
and it seems bad without like just me being here and not Karina. It just doesn't seem to be helping."
Do you do you want to get out of here now? I mean, I imagine just being in this space and being around them is probably not great. Would it help to, I mean, if you want to prepare for the duel, if there's anything we can do, but if you want to just get out and spend some time elsewhere, I mean, we can keep you company, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly.
She-
Like, it doesn't have to be right now.
She looks very, very hopeful when the two of you are like, we can just leave and do other things. Like that suggestion you just made, Mira, seems to have lifted her spirits ever so slightly. You do hear like the laughter of nobles going around. It seems like this very contrasted vibe or energy of like right now in this like moment of like someone's life crashing around them versus like just people politely laughing at each other's jokes all around you. And I think that she would nod once and then say, yeah, if we can go somewhere else, that would be amazing right now. I want to prove them wrong. And that, like, and she'll look at the two of you earnestly, for a moment and will say, so will the two of you like go easy in our duel? Because if we can't beat you, then it's not like I have much more of a chance to show that I have improved or that it's worth me being here and for them to keep paying for me to be here.
I'm going to, like, there's no hesitation in this. Sereneth looks at Angelika and she raises her left hand up.
Yes.
And she says, I promise you, I will go easy on you during the tournament.
It's a tactic.
I mean, I usually just hang back anyway and just make my friends stronger, so you don't really have to worry about me.
Okay. She seems to smile. You both seem to have picked her mood up slightly from the floor. Her shoulders are still like slumped. That energy of like that defeated energy is still there, but it has a thin veneer of a bit of enthusiasm or hopefulness at this point. Yeah, you continue hearing these laughs go around, and are yes.
Yes, the perfect image. Yes, beautiful, beautiful background. I hate it. It's wonderful.
You got a new cat.
Yes.
And while the three of you are standing here, or even in the moments that you're about to leave, as that seems to be the plan, I think that someone would walk up to the group of you. You might be able to recognize him based on his dark black hair and dark skin. He's wearing a gray wooden mask in the likeness of a crow and wearing completely gray robes.
I wonder who this could be.
Gold trim. Yeah, crazy that, huh? It seems that Headmaster Crow has walked up to the three of you as you're preparing to leave. Again, he's been making his rounds around to all the nobles and just carousing with them, having little conversations with them, such things. Because you had seen him when you had first entered and when you were talking to the Lady of the Woods, Algrim. But nonetheless, he's holding a small, like, crystal goblet in his hand. It has this golden to brownish liquid in it, and he'll raise it slightly to the three of you, and he will say, how are you doing today, students? It's strange to see three of you young ones up here. I don't know if it's the best thing for you all to stay up here. You might have better luck being down on campus around people your own age, away from all of the old world folks that are loitering up here. And he'll smile.
We were just leaving.
Oh, okay. Do you mind if I walk with the three of you for a second?
No, that's no trouble at all. We're just heading back over to the main stand to return the masks.
Oh, you can keep the mask. I'm sure the school can afford that much. You'll need them later in the week anyways, the gala. But don't tell anyone else that I told you that. That's a bit of a secret right now.
Secret gala?
Of course.
Well, no, the gala is not so much secret, but just theming of it is just rumors at this point. Intentionally, we've spread a couple of rumors that are contradictory of what the theming is going to be for the gala of first frost on the first day of winter.
Right. I think Bailey said he thought it was snowman themed. I don't know where he got that.
Bailey Blue, a third year in charge of the planning committee, correct?
Yeah.
No, he should. Okay. Well, that's very disappointing. He should actually know what it is. Make a persuasion or deception check. Actually, sorry, I just let that go because it was very good. Make a deception check.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
16 plus.
Yes,
what is
make
it,
him look
deception?
bad.
7. 6. That's 23,
23.
I think. Yeah.
Damn. Okay, Mira. Okay, so then that is canonical, what he says. He kind of looks very disappointed. He grimaces for a second and goes, that's disappointing. I expected better of him. By all accounts, from the notes Professor Underbow or Headmaster Underbow had left me, they said that Bailey was a very competent president of the planning committee, a very trusted student. But the 2 or 3 times I've given him responsibility since I've become headmaster has been a bit disappointing. But again,
Time
keep
to
that,
deface Bailey Blue.
keep that
Yes.
between you and I would hate for rumors to spread. And he'll smile.
Of course.
Mira Marchand, first year musical applications of magic, correct?
Yes.
I thought so. You're on the planning committee, aren't you?
Oh, I am. Yeah, I was the main organizer behind the Golem party. That was a little bit before you came, but it was
That
a
was
very
the
nice
night
time until
Headmaster Underbow.
got shut down because Headmaster. Yes.
I see. Is that the only event that you've helped with or led?
Oh, I also helped pilot the Lemon stand that my friends are running down there. It's been a rousing success so far, and I've just done some minor things with some other events, but those are the two kind of me and or my group initiatives.
Well, I mean, the one large thing, that party that you had planned, I wouldn't say it was a failure. The things outside of your control, I think, led to it being called short. But by all accounts, I heard it was a very fun endeavor. I hope that next year you get creative and try some new things. I think that from just reading your file, it seems you have very, very nice or very good potential. And I would love to see that explored.
Thank you. I will keep planning cool events.
He'll smile. And you are all walking out at this point. You can take the masks off as you've walked down towards the stairs to go down. Angelika leaves hers on for the moment. She hesitates at first if she's going to take it off or not, but then decides to leave it on, likely because her face is very red and she would be embarrassed to look like that. Or at least that's your read, still running on that insight check from earlier. I think Headmaster Crow, who is also taking his mask off at this point, he's a young man. He's very clean shaven at today. That's historically not always been the case. But he is, regardless, very well groomed. And he will say to the two of you, Sereneth and Mira, addressing you both, and say, I had another quick question. Do you by chance know anything about a spectacular piece of artificery that's been walking around campus lately? It's a golem of sorts. It seems to be disturbing professors in their offices during the night, breaking into store cupboards. I was just wondering, through the grapevine, do the two of you happen to know anything about that? Any leads? Mira and Sereneth just stare silently, clenching their jaws at the headmaster.
Sereneth is gonna very quickly glance to Mira.
Oh, we've run into the golem a few times. They've always been very polite to us. I think they like to learn.
Oh, interesting. So you don't know anything about who made it, where it came from, anything of the sort? And you wouldn't lie to me if you did know something, right?
Please don't hurt my child.
We'll be. I'm going to look to Mira and Angelika, and I'm going to kind of like say to them, "Could you give us a moment, please?" And she's gonna look to Headmaster Crow and kind of like gesture to, I guess, one of the the walls, or like if there's like a bench
to
or
just
something.
stand there for a moment.
Yeah, just kind of like step to the side kind of thing.
Okay, he would step to the side. Mira, are you going to?
Yeah, I'll
step
just take
away with-
Angelica to the side and probably just like try to make some small talk with her in the meantime,
Okay.
both to like drown out the
think-
conversation and just to like distract her and like.
Yes. I think as soon as you pull her away, she leans into you and says, "What's that about? Like, do you guys actually know something about a golem or anything? I thought they were all like in prison or something like that for killing the headmaster."
Oh no, this is a different thing. It's not a school golem kind of thing. I don't know what Serenep is gonna say to Crow, but they're chill. They're cool.
Chill.
They're chill. Quote unquote
They're cool,
chill.
we promise.
Okay, and then we zoom on over to Serenep and Headmaster Crow standing here by this wall. He leans in and he'll say, "So do you know something at all? Who made it? Where it came from?"
Well, I'm terribly sorry. You must understand.
Mm-hmm.
There had been plans to talk to you in a different setting about this,
Mhm.
and there was someone else that was supposed to be with me during this.
Mhm.
But in the basic answer is yes. I was not aware that they were roaming around the school unsupervised. However,
Okay. If you want to collect your thoughts, I realize that I might have surprised you a bit with this. It was intentional, I will admit. We had a bit of information on what was going on, and I was just hoping that you would be honest with me. If you and your friends would like to collect yourselves, think about what you'd like to say, you can meet me at my office in the Alchemy building
I will say-
tomorrow in the evening.
I will say though, it is not our entire group is involved in this. I will say that right now.
Okay.
And
That's
again, like I
perfectly
said
fine.
before, if I had known that they were wandering the school and causing a bit of a ruckus, I would have tried to corral and have a meeting with you sooner. So I do apologize for that. I was not made aware of the situation.
Mhm. It only presents a problem right now during Autumn's End when we have people of importance on campus. Otherwise, it would be just regular complaints from professors who really, I don't care if people are walking into their rooms and saying hello to them.
my
That's not
gosh.
on my list
Cool.
of concerns.
Cool
I don't
headmaster,
care
huh?
about the
They are-
people
they
that
are-
work under me.
They are true. They are truly. They are harmless.
Yes.
They
we
wa-
haven't heard any reports of anything terrible happening. That's why I haven't
Yet.
taken great action. Yes,
Mhm.
yet they haven't done anything, but the worry is there. So, Miss Cinderman, please, if you can, get it under control, and please come to my office with everyone involved and fleshed out story of how it all has happened. Tomorrow night, you can come. You should be I think you and your group are dueling tomorrow evening, so you can come by afterwards and we can have a quick chat. And if possible, I would love for you to bring this golem so I could meet with them.
Yes, of
I've
course.
just heard stories.
Yes. I will look into their whereabouts today.
Perfect. And he'll clap you on the arm gently and like presses and like almost like he's ushering you back towards Angelika and Mira, and will say loudly enough for everyone to hear, "Well, that concludes all of my questions. I hope the three of you have a wonderful early afternoon and first day at the Autumn's End Festival, and I do hope you'll be in attendance for the opening ceremony and first duels this evening. They'll be happening at the evocation department. Should be a full house." And he'll smile, a little glint coming off his beautiful white teeth.
Sus.
Thank you, and have a good rest of your day.
Have a good
Thank
day.
And the three of you can walk back down towards the vendor village. Is there anything that you two talk about, or can we just cut over to everyone being back together?
I don't think there's like a specific thing to play out, but I do think it would be like, I feel like Mira would be trying to like bring the
Mhm.
conversation over to like more lighthearted topics like, do you like anyone? How have your classes been? Blah, blah, blah. Just like stuff like that. Stuff
What's
that is
the
not about
gossip?
families. Yeah. She likes gossip, so give her a chance to talk about gossip, you know?
Okay,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
so I
yes.
think there might be this is how I think things will play out then, because that's a very interesting thing. I think that you talk about a couple of minor things for a bit, blah, 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 and then as you like finally get to like the campus proper and like the vendor village where the hustle and bustle is ongoing. It's just afternoon now, I think. So you still have like a couple of hours to kill if you wanted to go to the opening ceremonies and then like eat dinner with your friends, that kind of stuff. The world's your oyster still. But as you walk through the vendor village, and Mira, you go, oh, do you have any crushes on anyone? I think that Angelika will stop just right, or she'll like think about it for half a second, and then will stop as she is reminded, and she will say out loud, her face kind of sours as she thinks, and will say, oh, that reminds me. And she'll look at Serenep and say, I don't know if she told you, but apparently my parents are trying to get Karina engaged with someone for the past couple of weeks.
I didn't. What?
Yeah. She didn't tell you about it?
No, I wasn't aware that your parents did that.
My mother has been pressing very hard on her, apparently. Because apparently a lot of the people that she had her eyes on to engage me with at the start of the year have not expressed any more interest in that. And so, yeah. Don't really have anyone I have a crush on right now, Mira, but thank you for asking.
Oh, geez. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring things back to stressful topics.
Well, you didn't know, so it's fine.
Angelika, I know that everything's been a little bit crazy, but please trust me when I tell you that they haven't seen it yet, but I have seen how far you've come from when we first got here. And I know, and I'm not saying that as like you'll be put back into an arranged thing. I wouldn't wish that on anyone, but I say it as you have grown as a person, and I am excited for your parents to eat their words. Did I use that term correctly?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
I think Angelika will be kind of looking around. Integrity and Winsler, I assume the two of you are roaming Vendor Village still, as we had left you last week, having roaming Vendor Village and kind of giving away your cauldron. If you recall, you were out of lemons and such things, and were just like wandering around. So I think at this point,
we sold all the muffins as far as we know.
yes, we can safely say that you might be able to see this group of two of your friends and Angelika. You can classify her as your friend if you'd like, but your fellow classmate nonetheless. And you see the three of them, and they seem to be stopped in front of a large booth. Not going in and not like waiting or anything. They're just talking out front of it. This conversation that we just saw occur. Winsler and Integrity. The booth that you see is called Third Eye Inc. There seems to be a heavily tattooed dwarf kind of leaning against the counter, waiting for customers. It seems to be some sort of tattoo pop-up. But nonetheless.
Oh, I thought it was like a divination thing.
Who knows, Winsler?
Ooh.
Who knows?
We'll never know until we try and check it out.
Group tattoo.
Anyways, so...
no, I got that covered.
Angelika will look at you, Sereneth, when you say like, oh, I hope they eat their words. She'll smile weakly. Still that little air of hope that you two have given her is here. What with saying, oh, we'll go easy on you, and all these other kind words. And she'll look around. She will see this tattoo parlor, and she will look at you, Sereneth, and say, I should do something. Okay. You dyed your hair and everything, right? And that's like your way of like sticking it to your parents, right, Serenep?
Well, I mean, I guess technically magic dyed my hair.
But still, it's still there and it looks awesome and everything. What if we got like tattoos or something to be like, hey, fuck you, parents. You can't tell us what to do.
Angelika says this?
Yeah, she says that. She whispers it slightly, but she does say it.
Rebel.
Serenep's rebellious face starts to rise to the surface from deep beneath. It's like, ooh, did you have an idea in mind?
No, but the three of us should probably get the same thing, right? And she'll look at you too, Mira.
I pull out my sleeve and I'm like, well, I already got a tattoo. I show her like the spiral on my arm. And I'm like, but I will totally cheer y'all on if you do this.
She will.
I can help you pick out a design.
She will grab your arm when you pull up your sleeve, be like, "Oh wow!" And it hurts, obviously, Mira.
Yeah.
And she'll go, "This is really cool. When did you get this? Did you get this like before you came here or something like that?"
Yeah, like around then. It's a copyrighted design, but if you like similar things, we can probably see if there's something like that.
Well, I mean,
trademark tattoo design.
it's not like the person who's gonna give us that tattoo knows that. Like, and you already have that, so why don't we just all get this and then we can?
Oh, well, it was I got it from a witch who said that she only offers one-of-a-kind designs and that she will curse anyone who gets the same one.
Make a deception.
Yes, it's very personal.
Make a deception check, Sarah.
9 plus.
Can I try and like help?
Okay, make it with
by,
advantage.
Like, saying, like,
yes, because
16.
like
Okay.
like agreeing with the story and be like, yeah, it's very personal to the witch.
That fell on the ground, but that's an 11 plus 7, so that's an 18.
okay. So is 18 the higher roll?
Yeah,
Okay.
because the other one was a 16.
Okay. You like protest, and she like walks over, pulling you by the arm to this dwarven tattoo artist, and will like say, "I want exactly this, and like in the exact same spot, please."
That is a copyrighted design from a witch, but if you can give her something similar, I'm sure she would greatly appreciate it.
Tattoo.
Angelica,
Oh, what?
hear me
Yeah.
out. I think it might be fun if we did something more personal to us. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, we could,
And
but Mira
what
already
if
has
we-
this
how
one,
about-
and like, it would save money, right? That's important
Well,
when you
hear me
don't
out,
have
like-
money,
like-
right? I don't have that much money. My
We could-
parents aren't giving me money, so it's not like I have infinite wealth to pay for as many tattoos as I want, Serenep. Winsler and Integrity, you can happen upon this scene if you would like.
I am going to run over because first
Mhm.
I see the tattoo store, but I also saw my friends, and I'm going to wrap my arm around Angelika, and I'm going to be like, "Why the sour face, Angelica?"
Well, Serenep is over here saying, get an original tattoo. Don't copy people's tattoos. And Mira already has this one. And I was saying we should all get group tattoos. And now they're trying to back out of it, even though they already said that they would.
I am not okay. I'm not backing out of it, and I will pay for your tattoo. But I think we should like maybe there's a catalog we can look at, or maybe get an idea. Because I would want to get something personal to myself. You know what I mean? Like 100% a group tattoo, but like maybe a little bit of each of us in it. You know
What's
what I
a
mean?
tattoo?
Ooh.
The dwarven tattoo artist kind of like scoffs at you as they're like preparing their tools, Winsler, just in the background. Like, you don't know what a tattoo is? As they continue to prepare their stuff.
I point to my arm and I whisper to Winsler, this minus the curse.
But
It's just the design.
why would someone want to get something drawn on them when we have paper?
Because it's like permanent art on you, Winsler.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
that's a little weird though. What if there's
What
like
if-
a really embarrassing drawing and you have that stuck on you forever?
Why would you get an embarrassing drawing? I want this cool spiral on my forearm, on my left forearm, because it's cool.
Oh, I
It
don't know if
doesn't
you want
mean
that.
anything. It does. Well, here's the thing. It doesn't mean anything, so it's not like I don't know. I feel like that's perfectly fine, right? Like, what do you have in mind, Serenep? What's better than a meaningless spiral that is just like a cool looking design?
A crumbled city.
Well, I'm not. I'm not saying it's not a cool design. Like I'm definitely trying to play into it. Like this is a tattoo,
Yeah.
100%. Like not that I don't think it's a cool design, but I also kind of want to see. Like I want to see all the options before I decide on one. You know what I mean?
I'm going to lift up a paper that
Okay.
that was like lying on the table of the tattoo artist,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be like, "Look at this bird. It's eating someone's brain out."
Okay, I wouldn't want to get the bird eating the brain, but you know, like a simple design, but like I don't know, it's something I chose.
Okay, it's
Maybe-
your choice then. What are we getting, Serenep?
Does the tattoo artist space have like a little like a stand of showing like different tattoo pieces,
They
that kind of
have
stuff?
like their work generally, but they don't have
Mhm.
like a template of like choose this one. It's more just like showing like what style of artwork they do, which is just very like intricate and detailed black and white pieces.
Okay.
Or not black and white, but black, like just black ink pieces. They don't seem to use color ever.
So
in
more
their
like
pieces.
tribal tattoo stuff.
Similar to
Like
yeah,
that style.
yeah, in the sense
Minimalistic.
that like something like Mira's tattoo would not be out of their like repertoire. But
If you want to do like kind of matching ones, what about ones that aren't the same design but like spiritually match? Like what if like okay, I have a bird. What if I got a bird and Winsler got a cat and Integrity got a stuffed squirrel and you could get like a rabbit or something because you have like that cool mask
I don't
or like
own
your
a
favorite
rabbit,
animal
though.
and that way? But like your favorite, what's your favorite?
I don't know, like a dog.
Someone's selling a dog
Yeah,
over there.
You can get a dog.
You can get a dog.
That'd be so cool. And that way, it's like it's unique to you. It's still a tattoo, so your parents will be like, "What?" And you'll be like, "Yeah, that's right. This is my thing, and it's only my thing." Because that's like that way it means something to you. But then there's still like the community sense of like everybody gets a thing that's like a group thing. You know what I mean?
Make a persuasion check.
So many charisma
I know.
rolls.
Well,
Um,
listen, it's the way of
8
things.
plus 7 is a 15.
Okay, I would say that's adequate enough at this point. You guys are all putting a lot of pressure on this very easily impressionable girl.
We just don't want her to get the curse tattoo.
Literally anything but that.
Okay, so the tattoo artist comes back over. They have like these huge beefy dwarven arms. They're wearing like cool circular rim glasses. They'll lean over on the counter and they'll just say, "So, tell me what you want and we'll get it started. It's 25 gold per piece." No, that's it, just flat rate. Doesn't matter how big, how small, 25 gold pieces.
Do you have a stick-on tattoo?
Don't do stick-ons, no.
Wait, just to confirm, these are regular tattoos and not like magic tattoos that like make you have weird visions and powers or weird things like that, right?
Regular tattoos, 50 gold pieces.
Wait, it costs.
What's the
Wait,
difference?
what?
Like,
Well, I bought years ago. I like an idiot bought a huge warehouse of magical ink, and so now there's an expiration date on it, so I have to get through it before it all goes bad and my investment's bad. But I also have regular ink that I spent way more money on, so to do a regular tattoo is more expensive than to do the magical one.
Whoa, so you mean
is-
if I get a magical tattoo, I can see it move?
Yes, that's mostly the extent to which it will happen. It might do some weird
Ooh.
funny business in full moons, but just keep it covered up then.
I
Do
like
you
that. Could I
happen to
get
do
one?
to wear animals.
If the 5 of us get tattoos from you, do we get a discount?
Buy 4, get 1 free.
Make a persuasion check, integrity.
Can I get an advantage because I know how to haggle living in a port town?
As the daughter of merchants, you can have advantage, sure.
Damn.
Just this one time asking for a group deal for a person who's trying to get rid of this, trying to sell off this magic ink as fast as
Yeah.
possible.
If they didn't say that, maybe, but
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Persuasion, right?
Yes, please and thank you, integrity Idleberry.
So that's either 15 plus 5 or 19 plus 5.
Holy
So
shit,
24.
24. God, you guys are so stacked.
Stop throwing charisma checks at us then.
I know. We're gonna just do wisdom checks from today onwards.
We're
Only
very wise too.
Joke's on you. I have 16 wisdom.
I'm charismatic, but I'm not wise.
I am wise.
So he'll take off his glasses and put out a big meaty hand and say, "A deal's a deal. 5 for the price of 4. Magic though. Deal non-negotiable for a regular ink tattoo using regular pigment.
Wait, what's the
only
full
the
moon-
magical ink.
What's the
Yeah.
full moon funny business though?
Well, full moon funny business is that sometimes they like leave, but they'll come back when the full moon's done. Like they'll
That's
get up off the body
adorable.
and walk away.
Oh, kind of like.
Can I just like
kinda
insight
cool.
check
Yes, you
to
can
make sure
insight
that's
check
it?
that. Yeah.
And that there's no like weird fucking
Kind of like the teacups
turns
that I
you into
summoned
a
at
werewolf
one time.
or okay, that's an 11 plus 3. That is a 14.
That seems to be the gist of it, right? That's like
Okay, that's fine.
to your approximation. That seems to be like the totality of what happens, Mira.
So that's
Okay,
$100
that is okay.
for 100 gold coins for the 5 of us.
Yeah.
I would love to get a full moon one just so I can see it run around.
A full moon running around on a full moon.
Oh, that'd be meta.
Ben.
I want that.
I just imagine Winsler, like the tattoo leaves your body of the full moon, and you kind of walk to a window, you're holding it, and you point at him like, look, that's
It's
you.
So I'm going to look around if everyone else is good with the price.
I'm good with that, yeah.
I just spent a bunch of money on these things, and I'm gonna pull out like
Hold up your potions.
like all the potions.
Yeah, we kind of did a little shopping already.
So can we get more discount?
Oh
So
my
you're trying. So you don't have the money to
No.
pay for everyone or something like that. Is that what you're telling me? Because if you don't have money, then piss off.
I mean, I think I have a little bit. I can do some really cool tricks for you so that a lot of people get tattoos.
my god.
He'll look at you,
I-
Serenep, and like Mira, and say, "Do the two of you have enough to pay for this, or is this just like a pipe dream?"
I have enough for, and like she kind of like points to her, like gestures like to herself, and then Angelika and Mira.
Yeah.
And then she says, would you be willing to take jewelry as well? It's very finely made jewelry.
Listen, if you want a tattoo,
I can put in 10 also. I've got a little bit. I also have some gold.
Angelica will.
I don't really buy things, so
Angelica will pull from her waist and say, "I have 15. That it was just like this week's allowance, so."
I have 4, my life savings worth of gold.
So that's a
Like,
total of 29.
I think Serenep is gonna like reach into her inside pocket, which is one of like the
Like-
I would
like the robe
I'm just trying to imagine like
pockets.
yeah. And she's going to, well, not robe. She's not really wearing a robe right
Oh,
now, but
yeah.
like her 100% her outfit does have pockets because I
Absolutely.
refuse to walk around without pockets.
Absolutely.
And she pulls out maybe a bracelet that's like made of gold with a couple little, not like expensive gems, but like some decent
Okay.
gems on it. Like with this.
How about I will say, if integrity, you can fork up 20 gold. You guys will have covered.
I bring out 2 platinums.
Okay. And
jeez.
Integrity fiddles around in a giant wallet and goes, probably somewhere in here, and pulls out 2 platinum pieces from this giant 6-pound bag of platinum pieces.
Holy shit.
Where? What? Okay, cool.
I don't bring
just
the
add
entire
that on
platinum
you?
bag, Luke.
Do you not have your entire bag of platinum with you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That's the dumbest thing to do.
Integrity just
She's
has
already been
Integrity
robbed
just
once.
has her
Doesn't want
boot
to get robbed
thing full of
again.
platinum.
Sorry, yes. Integrity's boots are filled with platinum. So if someone was to pick her up and shake her lunch money out of her, she would just jingle like a bell.
Amazing.
Anyways, the 4 of you, or the 5 of you, scrap together just enough money to pay for 5 tattoos, magical of variety. The
Excellent.
dwarf bites every single coin. He carefully inspects that bracelet you've given to him and accepts it as a legal tender that he could
100%
probably
he can,
sell
like,
to someone else.
Take that apart, turn that
Mhm.
into other stuff. Like it'll work.
And then
I
he
wonder
will
what's illegal tandem.
raise up a bar or like the a piece of the counter so that all of you can walk into the stall itself, into the back room where it's like just this tent that's set up behind the wooden stall. There's a couple of chairs in there and a bunch of very shady looking needles and magical implements of sorts.
This is where we die, actually.
One of them looks
I
like
mean, Luke did
series
say that
ends.
he will kill someone.
one of them
Yeah.
looks like a large
the plan.
paddle just with lots of needles coming out of it. You have no fucking clue what that could be for. There's a smaller version of that that's just a single stick with like a single needle coming out of that for more traditional type of things. Regardless, you all take turns sitting down in this chair for we'll say the duration of the afternoon until it's such time around when the opening ceremonies were around to begin, like into the evening. You would all sit here getting your tattoos. This dwarf very quietly working away. He seems to be very good at his job from your limited knowledge
cool.
with tattoos.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So describe to me and to each other and to the people listening, what is the tattoo that you get and where do you get it?
I think that Mira has, I think it's a paper crow, much like Kurogami, almost as like a representation of him. And I think she's gonna get it, like, basically resting on top of the spiral, almost like that's like the place that it perches itself on. And like, I imagine it can like fly around the arm and like do its thing, but it's like this crow, this paper crow with its wings extended and like roosting on the Shiora spiral.
Chill. When he's tattooing you, Mira, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit, okay. Roll was a 7 plus some number.
You faint.
9.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second then.
Oh,
Let's
dear.
say Mira is the last to get her tattoo.
Yikes, okay.
Okay, chill. The rest of you, Winsler, tattoo, please.
Tattoo. So I want it to be along like Windsor's forearm. So
Yeah.
like it starts at his wrist and goes like just before his elbow, right?
Mhm.
Oh my
Yeah,
And
gosh.
it's like it looks like scroll bands.
Oh,
where it
cool.
like stops and ends, and it's just like a nice like image of Mr. Wiggles
Oh.
between them, and it's like it's got some like books and stuff around his like little feet.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Also integrity. It's not, or Carla, it's not that big. It's like 2 inches. He's a gnome. He's like a foot tall.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not that big.
The largest canvas on Winsler is equivalent to like your calf. That's very
small.
nice. Yeah. Mr. Wiggles, by the way, Winsler, still nowhere to be found as of yet.
He'll turn up.
Yeah, Angelika, as recommended, on her like left shoulder, I think, will get like the small image of some sort of hound. Serenep, it looks like the kind of hounds that would be used for like sport hunting, a very common thing in like courtiers and like the families at the capital to be done. You don't know the Lindmans to have ever owned dogs or any time or Angelika would have interacted with them, but this is what she has now, it seems.
I like it.
I think that for me, I would want it just below my ear, like around the neck area, like
Okay.
here.
And
And-
it's a fucking neck tattoo. Holy shit.
like
Fuck
a
yes.
small one of it's a swirly art that ends with 9 tails. So it's
Mhm.
it's like a
Abstract Ida.
Yeah, an abstract Ida.
Okay.
With and instead of one eye as okay, actually no.
You're
Both
gonna
eyes
crack.
are buttons or are
Okay.
buttons.
Yeah.
But then close to it is like a small topaz looking thing.
Ooh.
Cute.
Yeah.
And Serenep, Cinderman?
You said my last name like a question. I think Serenepth would on her right shoulder blade,
Mhm.
like just that area of her back.
Yeah.
They would get tattoos are a strange thing 'cause it's kind of like I already have Virgil
Yes.
like in my life, like a physical Virgil is there. So it's kind of like
Yes.
I wouldn't want to go with that,
Mhm.
but I would still want to go with an animal that I feel close to.
Mhm.
So I think what she would do is get a fox actually.
Hell
fuck
yeah.
Cute.
Just and it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like where there would be orange on a fox is like darkened in, so kind of like you can see like the feet of the fox and they're like because it's kind of like sitting down.
Mhm.
Its pose is like sitting and its head is slightly tilted.
Yes.
Aw.
But you can like see like the little like jagged end of that. Then like there's like a light outline for where the white would be,
Mhm.
and it's just kind of looking like if you were looking at her back. Basically, it would be looking at you and be looking at you
Yeah.
curiously.
Okay, a curious fox. That's very
Inquisitively.
nice.
Yeah.
A minor note that I want to illustrate here is that while you are all getting your tattoos afterwards, it seems that these implements are somehow imbued with some sort of healing magic, or at the very least something to numb away the pain. because at first that bite of the needle into your skin is very painful, but then it almost becomes warm and similar to what a cure wounds might feel like as you like rush your hands over someone, and so at the end of this, you're not in pain. It might ache slightly, but it's nothing detrimental, I would say. Because without anything else, it would just be like you're being stabbed multiple times for like a long time. I think you'd all be fantasy world very rough. But Mira, you're the last to sit in this large chair. You kind of tell this artist, here's what I would like, and the process begins pretty well, but that mounting sensation that everyone else kind of had attenuated by that healing magic doesn't seem to be taking effect very strongly on your left forearm. In fact, anytime anything touches it, it just feels as if you're being burnt by the sun. The needle going in itself is just extremely painful, to the point that by the end of it, it's almost unbearable. And the last the last minute or so of finishing things up, as this tattoo artist tries to lay his hands upon your forearm, I need you, if you would like to make the roll, I can make the roll. Otherwise,
gosh.
can you do that thing that I sent you months ago, Sarah?
Oh!
A D20 for me for that.
I'm scared. What?
Wait, did you say a D6?
Oh no, we killed the tattoo
D20.
parlor owner.
A D20.
Just like
yeah.
Someone's
of
gonna
course.
die, and it was
I can
the ink
absolutely do
merchant.
that.
No.
That's a roll of a 14.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Perfect.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So a 14 plus 8 would be a 22, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Wonderful. So it hits then.
What?
Go ahead
Here.
Yes.
and
What?
roll your 1d6.
What?
Absolutely.
A snake shoots out of her arm and bites
Okay,
the dude.
that did hit the floor again, but I can see from here that is a 5.
Stop throwing your dice on the floor.
This is how
Okay.
we roll them.
So, all of you, as you're kind of sitting here being like, look at my tattoo, look at my tattoo. Oh, this is so cool. This is so fun. Angelika seems to be in much better spirits. You can see Mira kind of like grimacing or otherwise showing signs of pain. And then this tattoo artist will grunt a few times as if in like, this is going really good, right? And then lean in for those last finishing touches. And then you just see Mira's left arm, a inky black snake, just snap its mouth shut around his wrist.
I was joking.
Oh my god.
And then it lets go. Mira's hand becomes her hand again, and this man falls to the ground, clutching at his like hand as it's like convulsing almost. As like poison is flowing into his arm from this very bad looking snake bite. And he will go, "What are you doing?"
Oh my god! What? Oh my gosh! I don't know what just happened. I am so sorry. Okay. And I think that she's like gonna drop down and
What
just like
happened?
immediately cast Cure Wounds.
What?
To try to heal this guy for 4 plus 4, so 8 hit points.
Okay.
And I think she's just like, I did not mean to do that. I am so sorry. This has never happened
Get
before.
out.
Well,
Get out.
I mean,
Get
it's
out.
sort of.
Get out of
Okay,
here.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, geez. Okay, guys, let's. Fuck. Okay.
Okay,
And-
okay.
And the 5 of you rush out of there back to like the main area outside of the stall. Do you like distance yourself from the stall at all, Mira?
Yeah.
Like
oh
just
yeah.
walk
Yeah.
away completely?
Oh my god.
Yes.
What was that?
What?
I don't know. It was the and I'm gonna I'm like gonna see that like Angelica's probably
Yes.
still around, and I'm gonna be like, do you remember in Nebulosis?
Were
when
you
some of
actually
were falling
serious?
and the
Were you
thing-
actually serious about the cursed tattoo?
Yes, the witch. It's the witch tattoo that is cursed. Yes. And so I think it maybe thought it was I was in danger or something. I don't know. I really wasn't trying to oh geez. What if this happens during the duel, you guys? I don't want to hurt anybody with that. Sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anyone's tattooing experience there.
During our walk,
Okay.
Why
was
did you
there-
get the tattoo on that arm?
I thought it would be nice. I can't get it on this one.
Well, clearly not, because a man got bit.
Okay, guys, we're shouting in the middle of a marketplace.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Let's
Drew-
just
yeah, so-
okay.
I can't
A couple
believe
of-
you did
A
that.
couple of people walking by
I
are
didn't.
like
It was
staring
hard.
at you, and they're like, "What's up with them?"
During
Go away.
was there like a snake vendor?
A snake vendor?
Can we just say one of their snakes escaped? Is that what you're trying to say, Carl?
Do they have an anti-venom?
Yes, I am the snake merchant. I sell snake oil and snake anti-venom.
There is a
It's very real and very reputable.
there's a Severn's snake oil booth, snake oil and snake sales booth. Is Integrity. It seems to be closed for the evening.
Are any of the things that they sell on the table?
There's big old bottles of snake oil. It seems to be just a big bottle of what looks like vegetable oil that has a snake skeleton inside of it.
I mean,
But it
we
doesn't
could always
say that's
break
an
in.
anti-venom.
It does not say anti-venom. No.
We could break in and see if they got anti-venom.
Do you think that person's gonna die?
Mira healed him.
No, what? What? You wait? No.
Okay, guys. Okay, she's gonna put her hand on Mira's shoulder. She's like, okay, deep breath.
People don't just
Deep breath.
die.
Okay.
They do. Okay.
So he got bitten. You healed him.
Yes.
Do you know any anti-venom spells of any sort? Like, I don't know what a lot of spells are. Let's be
Maybe
honest here,
just
but like,
tell someone at the infirmary that there might be a man in pain.
One of the
Yeah,
snakes got loose from the snake stand and came
Yeah.
over and bit the
Just-
tattoo
Right.
artist.
Yes.
Make a lie.
We can say that, or just withhold the truth and just say someone was bitten by a snake, which is true. Okay. I mean, yeah, that works. Let's do that, and maybe that way they can just check and make sure.
The poison
And
might also cause them to hallucinate.
Yeah.
that a snake
And
just
then
kind
we
of
can
jumped
say-
out of somewhere. You're like, it's okay.
We can say that
Okay.
while Mira was getting the tattoo, a snake got loose and it was crawling on her arm, and that's what bit him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we can just go to the like opening ceremonies and just blend in with the crowd, so that
Yeah.
even if he wanted to come find us, he couldn't. Like I'm sure he's given out like tens of tattoos today. Like how memorable is one like a couple of people's faces?
Yeah.
Mm.
Guys, I don't know
It's
what a
not like we have a mark on our bodies that could prove who we are.
Yeah.
I don't know what we should do with the duel, because I don't want that to happen to another person, especially in front of a giant
What if we put
crowd
a
of
glove
people.
over your arm?
That might do it.
We just
And
we
also-
just get like a really long glove and we just sleeve your arm through it.
That legitimately might do it, because this didn't happen when we were in the bottom of the school and we did the thing with the thing. It was just with the that actually might work. That is not a bad idea.
And it'll look cool.
That's true.
And like, if anything, like, this was a close contact area.
Yeah.
Is there
Could very well be that magic would not
Yeah.
do anything with that.
Let's
in,
What's up,
in our
Integrity?
school?
Yeah.
In this school, are there like those in olden times where
Like-
there's these knights that are just like the armor standing there, but it's empty that we
The
can take an
suits?
arm
Oh,
from?
They're absolutely okay. I thought you were just saying. Is
Oh, that'd
there
be
just
fucking cool.
Wait,
Wait a
guards
second.
on
Wait a
campus?
minute.
That'd be
You
sick
mean
as fuck.
you mean like those like
Suits
armor
of
suits
armor.
that have just been like sitting around the school the whole time and you never once
Absolutely.
mentioned that?
Oh, listen, if you imagine a fantasy setting, a medieval,
There's gargoyles, like-
yeah.
I mean, there's gargoyles, but suit of
there's
armor? You
suits
never
of
brought-
armor.
Oh.
There's weird statues holding
Right here,
spheres like crystal balls. Serenep took one of
The
them.
ones I took one of the spheres from them.
I
So-
know where we can get one, Mira.
Okay. Yeah, let's just do that then, and let's just let some people at the infirmary know what's happening, and then we can do other nice things I mean, the ceremony, I guess, is soon, so we can do that. Cool. Angelica, you're not gonna tell anyone about this, right?
No, this is like between friends. I wouldn't.
Everyone
Okay,
glare at
cool,
her.
Cool.
Stop glaring
You can
at
make an
Angelica.
insight
Jeez.
check, Mira.
And actually, I'm not gonna make an insight check because I feel like this is what
Okay,
Mira
you just
wants
trust
to
her.
believe right now. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yes. She's not gonna read into
No.
it at all. Yeah. Angelica nods enthusiastically.
Okay.
So the five of you can make your way very quickly to the infirmary and kind of let them in on what's happening. It's not the same worker that was there the other day or like last week or whatever. It seems to be a different worker. However, I will say here at the infirmary, they seem to be stretched thin. It seems like there's 2 or 3 actual healers on like in here right now that are tending to almost a full infirmary. Everyone seems to have some sort of weird, different magical ailment affecting them. Some people have bad burns on their hand. A kid is in the corner and his mouth is just filling with water that's just dumping on the floor. There's a person you can see lying in a bed. The like silhouette of them lying in the bed is very visible, and it's like a healer is talking to them, but they seem to be invisible.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, all sorts of things.
Very strange indeed.
Winsler?
There, you see an entire family who likely Winsler shared a thing of lemonade. You remember all of their faces. I think I said.
Oh my god.
So you remember this kid who had a little cup of lemonade. His parents both took a sip. They left. Everything was fine. You're like, I guess that one's not a big deal. You see them now sitting here around a bed, and all of their skin has turned to stone. Like they're fully moving around, but they just have stone skin.
Okay. I hope they enjoy their new lives as gargoyles.
So you can tell very
Winsler?
quickly.
No.
You can tell one of the attendants here. Hey, someone might have got bit by a snake that got loose. Make a deception check for me. Whoever's going to tell that lie.
I'm not.
I can do it.
Okay.
I'm trying to hide my face.
Because I'm assuming that Mira's freaking out.
A
And
little bit.
Yeah.
What is it?
Deception, please.
Deception.
This is an action-packed episode.
It was natural 20 plus 2.
Oh my god.
22.
Holy
Okay,
shit.
Nice.
Cool. They buy it. One of them goes, "Oh my god, a snake bite! This is why we don't bring snake vendors on campus. Oh my god! Like snakes at this school is like that should not be happening."
Has this
You
happened
have
before?
to remember that the person who was planning all this, like the leader, not very competent.
The snake leader?
No, like the planning committee, the head of the planning committee.
Oh,
You know Bailey Blue? Have you heard of that name?
can't say I
Okay,
do,
well,
but
they let the snake vendor as part of the thing, so
that's an idiotic move. I will absolutely lodge like a big complaint. The fuck, Bailey Blue? Are they
Yes.
a student?
Bailey
Are
Blue.
Remember the
they are a
name.
student.
As they like grab a couple of vials and like put them into like a small bag and say, "Thank you so much. Enjoy your evenings. I'll take care of it from here." And they'll yell out like, "Hey, we got a snake attack on campus. Heading out!" As they like make their way out the front doors.
You know
the
what's funny?
swinging Doors.
That same alert could have been used like so long ago too.
Yeah, no kidding. At this point, they need like a
and-
special number code for a snake.
Get these snakes
This
off
is
campus.
this is a code 555555555.
And so having been done, the 5 of you can make your way over to the evocation department if you wanted to. That's where the opening ceremonies will be.
Yes.
That seems to be where the giant crowd has disappeared to. It's very sparse on campus right now. Winsler, as you're walking there, probably in a rush, just to like, again, blend in, not be conspicuous. We didn't have anything to do with that snake bite. From one of like the nearby buildings, the front door opens, Winsler. One of these buildings that was like surrounding Vendor Village that you've been around all day. Let's say it's like the transmutation building. And you see the front door open and a basket holding golem who's average sized will walk out the front door. They leave it completely open behind them.
Of course.
And they will turn their head. They will turn their body slightly. They're holding like a wicker basket. You can see a little cat sitting in there, Mr. Wiggles, it seems. And when Yogg identifies that you are standing there, Winsler, they will rush over to you and say, "Creator, good afternoon, evening."
Oh, there you are, Yogg. What were you doing in the transmutation building? Also, hi, Mr. Wiggles. When did you find Yogg?
Mr. Wiggles will go, "Oh, I found Yogg when I was wandering around. I was looking for that cat. After Mira didn't need my help anymore. And I ran into Yogg going through some supply cupboards. So I enlisted their help in my search for the cat."
Big stinky.
Well, Well, at least you helped steer them in a more noble purpose. Y'all, can you do me a favor? I need you to go wait in my room.
Wait, we have cornered the cat in the attic of the transmutation department.
Oh, you did?
What?
It might have escaped right now, but because we left, because Mr. Wiggles thought it would be best to find you, but did not want to walk by himself.
I mean, that tracks. Mr. Wiggles, you can come with me.
Mr.
Yogg,
Wiggles hops out.
Yogg, I need you to go back to my room, and I need you to stay there until I come back.
Yes,
Can you do that?
I will keep it safe.
I don't want to have you like walking
will
out in the
make
middle
sure-
of the field in the evocation department and causing a ruckus.
I will make sure that nobody unpermitted enters your dorm room.
Thank you. My parents, my mom and pa, are staying in my dorm as well. So if two dwarves happen to stop by, they're okay. They're fine to stay there. No one else.
Good. No one else. Understood.
All right. I'll see you later.
Would you like me to keep the basket? And they hold up this wicker basket that they're holding.
Sure, you can keep the basket. You can fill it with the things that you like.
I will put my math homework in here. And they will plod back along campus. And they will plod back along campus towards the dorm room.
Yogg is a nerd.
So cute.
Yogg knows.
Winsler,
Yeah.
just so you know, and she's gonna look at the other three in their group.
Yes.
And then just kind of like look like just to him and be like, had a discussion earlier today with Headmaster Crow,
Uh-huh.
who mentioned, a golem wandering around the school,
Uh-huh.
going into teachers' rooms. I kind of filled him in on some stuff.
Oh.
But he wants to meet with us tomorrow evening. I don't know why I thought Yogg was in your room this whole time. So did not realize what was happening there.
Okay, well, we can do that, I guess.
It's nice that we found them, but I mean,
Yeah.
still.
That's great. Yeah, all right, we can do that. Hey, let's get to the evocation department. We're gonna be late.
Oh, Winsler. So, Winsler, Mr. Wiggles is waiting there. Do you want to pick him up or like put him under your hat or something?
I'm going to pick him up.
Okay, and just hold him.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold him.
Okay.
I wonder if Wiggles likes
and
the
the-
Wiggles tattoo.
Yeah,
Oh,
I want to
you wanna
show him
him?
that. I want to show him it. Look, it's you.
He looks it up and down and will say, he like sits in your arms, eyes like shut and like purring, and he will go, "It's very nice."
He likes it.
Then he bites it off.
No,
And then he turns
that's
into a
my
snake.
skin.
And so the five of you enter into the evocation department. So to describe this, just so everyone is on the same page, it's this elliptical field, similar to like what a soccer field is, or a soccer pitch is shaped like. On the second floor, there's like the big, essentially grandstands, or like these stone seats and stairs for you to sit upon. Again, still, and then there's like stairways on the first floor to access that area. On the first floor, it's just this open breezeway where you can see into the field, and there's a couple of entryways onto the field itself. And then around the outside perimeter of this breezeway are like classrooms. The abjuration workshop is here, but just fundamentally like a lot of storage rooms, different classrooms, empty spaces, that kind of thing. And most of them, as you can see, are set up with individual students' names on them, likely indicating like, hey, when you're going to be preparing for your specific duel, you'll be able to sit in here. Similar to what you experienced with the spring dueling session, if you recall all that time ago.
Like that?
Field.
Maybe, Sarah. I can draw a diagram between episodes to help everyone. I can draw the evocation department, a map to help everyone's understanding of this.
Instagram.com/trials and trebs.
But the important thing is that there's rooms here for like private rooms for you to prepare, and they'll be the rooms that if you are knocked out during the tournament, you will poof back into. Mira, you experienced just such a thing last time.
Yes, indeed.
And as you walk, You can hear like the clamoring crowd above you. It seems to be a very full house. There are infirmary attendants just like walking around down here, making sure everything is going as planned. There's abjuration workers like running around, seemingly getting people's equipment all set up and like making sure all the behind the scenes like stuff to go on with this is happening properly. You, on your way to walk up the stairs, see that there is an open doorway. Mira, looking in, you see, or I guess all of you looking in, see a group of 4 people that you're familiar with. It seems to be Delnis and her teammates. And Mira specifically, you would be able to see Delnis. She looks like she's going to like throw up almost. She looks very nervous. The rest of them seem to be much more casual about this, but Delnis looks quite nervous before this. Would you all like to just continue, or Mira, did you want to?
Oh no, I want to give her some good luck. I'll do like a little like knock, like not exactly on the door, but like on the side of the wall. You know what I mean? Be like, hey,
Yeah.
are we allowed in here?
Zara will turn and look at you, Mira. She'll smile and go, "Oh yeah, anyone can come in. Welcome. Yes,
Welcome.
Come in. And everyone looks at you expectantly.
Yeah,
Delnis, most of all. Again, Delnis looks green around the gills. Mira, like, very, like, not... She looks almost, like, seasick.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna like come in and I'll be like, hey, I hope that preparation for duels and stuff has gone well, and then I'm gonna go like sit next to Delnis and be like, hey, how are you doing?
This is gonna go really bad. I'm not doing great. I don't know if I ate something bad or if it's just like the apprehension. But
you have
or maybe it's just
lemonade?
the fact that my mom's here and I just want to make a really good I just want to show off.
Oh yeah, I actually met her briefly.
Oh, already?
Yeah, she was up with the nobles. I went in and said hi. I think she's gonna be really excited about, you know, watching you fight. I know that I'm excited too. But no matter what happens, I think you're gonna do great, and I think it's gonna be really cool. And even if you don't win, I think it's gonna be awesome. And I don't know, I'm really excited to watch.
What charisma check would you like to use here? Just persuasion, or does it something else strike your fancy?
I feel like no, it's the truth. I feel like persuasion is probably the best skill here.
Okay.
Intimidation.
Performance. It's all a charade.
You're
There's
gonna
no
do
good
great,
alternative to
Delnis.
persuasion here.
I know.
It's all
There's-
bad.
There's no like
Although,
actual inspiration.
There
skill. What's
there's
up?
one other thing, which is that I am going to be like, I'm gonna like look at her, and if she is willing, I'm gonna be like, here, I have something for good luck for you, and I am going to give her a kiss. Provided she is wanting to kiss
Absolutely.
Mira. Wonderful. That might
And then
that might
Penny
turn it
stares
into
daggers.
a performance roll.
That's performancy, yeah.
That's performance-y.
That's pretty like, yeah.
Okay. That,
It could also be
pretty
survival. Will their relationship survive?
that is an 11 plus 10 for a total
Okay.
of 21.
Awesome.
The best cheek kiss you could ever ask for.
Okay, yeah, you give her a kiss. She seems to be like calmed. Your words have resonated. She's listening to you. She's not just like in her own world. And she will give you also a very big hug.
Aw.
And will say, okay, I think we're gonna do great this year, better than last year. Not knocked out in the first round. And she'll smile at you greatly and will say, thank you for supporting me.
Of course, I'm cheering for you. And I'll probably head out to say goodbye and just like give everybody kind of a polite wave. I'll probably give like a little,
Absolutely.
it's not like a friendly nod, but it's like a hey, like an acquaintancely nod to Penny, just because, you know, we're not
Okay.
friends, but we left off on a better note, and I want to let her know we're still
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, she does nod to you. Ainsley gives peace signs, and Zara waves with a big smile as you exit and return back to your group of 5. The 5 of you can climb the stairs, take your seats in the... By the way, another door you pass is just a couple of 4th-year doors, as well as a closed set of 2nd-year doors. It seems to be there's going to be one fourth-year duel, one third-year duel, and one second-year duel just to kick things off tonight.
Easy
But
stuff.
you can climb the stairs up and take some seats in the stands. As you all sit around, there's this mounting tension of like, when is this thing actually going to get started? Winsler looking around, you see your parents sitting in the crowd, a bit closer to like the front, like the lower section of the seats. You guys are really high back up in like the nosebleeds, essentially, just because you got here pretty late. Winslow, you see them talking to a pair of humans who are like enthusiastically gesticulating with them. Both of them wearing very, very, very thick glasses. The one sitting next to your dad looks like a 60-year-old version of Kurt. But like a lot more thinned out and wispy, as if a breeze could like break him in half.
Oh my god.
What else would we see? Integrity. Give me a perception check on your behalf, please.
Uh-oh.
That is a 9.
Okay.
Well.
A total? A 9 total?
A 9
Oh.
total, 6 plus 3.
Never mind.
Okay. In that case, you see like across the evocation field on the other side, you see like a group of like 7 or so golden to red hued dragonborn. Among them is Sylvie, who is like on either side bracketed by very, very similar shortish looking golden dragonborn who are like, what's up, Sarah?
Is one of them Axe?
Axe, you do not see in that particular sect.
Axe was
No.
not old enough to come along.
Well, Axe isn't a light sun.
Thank goodness
You know,
the
he's a
marriage
bright
feud will
sun.
not
So
start.
He's a bright sun. Why would he come and support this fool? But that seems to be like what takes your eyes. There's a lot of people here. During the headmaster ceremony, this place was fairly filled. I think now you would be able to effectively say it was about halfway filled or just under half. Tonight, right now in the evening, it seems to be almost at 100% capacity. You see that there's those observation platforms hanging above that also seem to be bustling with activity, mostly upper crust nobility and this like. And as you sit here and talk for a few moments, the entire cavern of Wildcliff and like this arena itself, which is currently lit by a nice setting sun kind of light right now in the autumn evening, it seems to all just be darkened, like as if by magic, as the opening ceremony for the Autumn's End Festival begins.
And it
And
starts with a
we'll-
firework.
We'll start with we'll
Into
pick up
the
with
crowd.
that next week. That's it for this episode, everybody. That was delightful. Sam, could you do an outro for us?
It's been 50 years.
It's been 84 years.
It's been 84 years. Hey, thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Trials and Trebuchets. If you liked it or if you didn't like it, doesn't matter. Head over to please leave us a rating and a review on.
Yes.
Are we still with Apple Podcast? Or
Apple Podcast.
Please leave a rating or review on our Apple Podcast. We also have some social medias, Twitter and Instagram at Trials and Trebs, where you can see art, listen to little snippets
Yes.
of episodes coming up.
Yes.
It's really awesome. And in the episode descriptions, there's also a link to our Discord where you can come talk to cool people,
Yes.
talk about recent
Like us.
episodes with spoiler little
Yeah.
censors as well,
And
by
the
the way.
snack stand
And-
merchants.
You can also see you just meet the cool people
Shitty.
who listen to the show just like you.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling generous, we also have a Patreon where you can donate for like notes of the campaign,
Yep.
or you can even, if you go high enough, can create characters, that kind of stuff. It's really cool.
Yes.
If you want to kind of hop in there, you don't have to. I'll say that right now, you don't have to, but it is appreciated. It's appreciated if you listen. If you don't,
Yeah.
you don't have the money to do so, share us around with your friends.
Yes, that's awesome. But thank you everyone for listening this week. We finally got a snake attack, which I've been waiting for months with Sarah.
Isn't Snake
Years?
Attack that thing rogues get?
Oh my god.
And anyways, see you all next week for the opening ceremonies. Bye.
Bye.